Anybody in the comment section who's gonna be like, I thought you didn't talk about spoilers. My answer to you is you win. I'm a hypocrite. Hey guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! There has been so much drama going on with 90 Day Fiancé the other way that I have to talk about it. I cannot ignore it anymore. I just went down a deep rabbit hole of talker of shits, Scarcasm, 90 Day Fiancé Muse, and Frauded by TLC. And I saw a lot of things I didn't want to see, but it already had happened. The season is almost over. The tell-alls are almost here, so I'm okay. Maybe I follow like Fiancé News or something, or Muse. I had to actually even stop following the 90 Day Fiancé hashtag because I would get spoilers. So if I'm wrong about any of that, and some of you guys are going to be on the Instagram like, let me see if she really does follow them or not, it's fine. If I do, then I have them muted and I don't see it, or it just doesn't show up in my feed. But I try to stay away from spoilers. But like I said, too much has been going on and the season is almost over, so I just jumped in, okay? And she went in deep. We go deep and we don't get no sleep cause we be up all night until the... I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Frauded by TLC, Talker of Shits, 90 Day Fiancé Muse, and Starcasm.net. All the information that I have in this video is from those websites or those Instagram accounts, so go check them out. So let's start off with Laura and Aladin. There is a lot with Laura and Aladin. I'm going to try to go in timeline chronological order, but I might mess some things up. So in the comment section, correct me if I'm wrong or if you heard something different. Let's keep this dialogue going. So the first thing that I heard about Laura is that she has another kid in Canada. We all know that Laura is Canadian and that somehow she has been living in Florida with Liam. The tea is that Lauren actually has 2 kids with Liam's dad. Liam's dad's name is Andre. Hey guys, it's Editing Wah, so that is not correct. Liam has a different father than the second son, Aiden, and Aiden is the child of Laura and Andre, who is the person who was trying to defend Liam, and I think he basically raised Liam. Go to Starcasm.net to get all of the details about Laura's back and forth from Canada and whether or not she got deported and all that jazz, okay? And that Laura hasn't been working in Florida. She's been basically living off of Liam. They have been together, and he has been supporting her, and that she doesn't work because she can't work because she was illegally in the US. And the reason why Aladin didn't come to the US is because she can't have him come to the US because she's not legal. Yeah, baby daddy was like not having it, wasn't having anybody talking shit about his son on TV. He came through and spilled all the tea. That is kind of weird that she has a smaller son, a son that's younger than Liam, living in Canada. And also, is that man the one, Andre, is he the one whose head she shaved? Is that the one who cheated on her with the girl and she got him to shave his head? We don't know. Inquiring minds would love to know if that's the same guy. Also, something that was kind of like edited out of TLC in order to make us not like Liam. Liam actually, when he got to Aladin's house, he went inside and said hello to his parents and said that they had a very lovely home and gave them both like handshakes and kisses and like all that good stuff. So he wasn't being completely rude to Aladin's family. And that they shot the scene where they were sitting outside and him saying no, he doesn't want to say hello to his family as part of like a plot twist to make us not like Liam. And Liam's dad does not like the edit that Liam is getting, that he's not dumb, he's not rude, he's not disrespectful, he's done everything for his mother and we just need to back up and leave him alone. And if that's the case, okay. I won't call him crocodile dumbass anymore. I mean, the hat is stupid, but I won't come at Liam anymore if what Andre is saying is true. All right, so the next story is that Laura announced that she and Aladin were pregnant around September 14th, like mid-September. And then she later on said that she miscarried because it was an ectopic pregnancy, where the pregnancy was in the fallopian tube. So we don't know whether or not that's true or not. Everyone is saying that Laura is a bigger liar than Ashley and that she's just saying lies to be relevant. Then next, she came out and said that Aladin was gay and that he went to bathhouses to like handle his business with other gay men, and he only wanted to have anal sex with her, that he never tried to have vaginal sex with her and didn't like her vagina, like never went down on her. So we all know that they had like weird sexual issues, like with expectations with sex, but girl, she just like said all this stuff about Aladin, and people were upset because they were saying that in Qatar it's illegal to be gay, and so for her to out him like that is putting his life at risk. And if that is true, then yeah, she did put his life at risk for no reason. Also, I heard that when she first started saying that his jiggy jiggy was bad, that he initially blocked her on Instagram, that he wasn't having any of it, and he was very mad at her. So the picture that she showed of herself with a supposed black eye is weird. Like, it doesn't look like a black eye to me. Like, it looks like more like a brown eye, you know? But I don't know what to make of this, and I hope he didn't hit her, and I hope she's okay if she did get hit, but I don't know if it was by him. You know what I'm saying? Or another thing that got said by baby daddy Andre was that Laura and Aladin are not even together. They're in the middle of divorce, and now she is in Ecuador with Evelyn for some reason. Another thing that came out was that Aladin, after watching 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, DM'd Avery and was like, hey Avery, you look really great in your hijab. And Avery, with a quickness, blocked him and was like, no. Hilarious. Avery is not having any of it. We all know she looks pretty, but don't come at her because she married and she love her mans, okay? She's a proper Muslim woman. All right, so that is all the drama that I have of Laura and Aladin. If you guys have any more, please leave it down below. All right, so the next couple that we're gonna talk about is Tiffany and Ronald. So I did see a spread of Tiffany, a People spread of the baby she had, her and Ronald, in People. So that means that I'm assuming she came to the US and had her baby in the US, which I think was a smart thing to do. Kudos for her on that. I hope she got paid well for that. And then I also did see video of her and Daniel and Ronald in a bed next to the baby, giving the baby kisses. So I'm not sure where they were at that point, and I'm okay with not knowing for now where they were, if she ended up going back to South Africa, or Ronald ended up getting his visa or getting a visa and being allowed to come to the US to be with her during this time. I don't know. So I'll wait for the show to tell me. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but if you want to, sound off in the comment section if you know what happened. All right, another thing about Tiffany is that she announced, because there has been no mention of Daniel's father, that Daniel's father actually was killed at a club, I think in South Carolina, last year, this month, October of 2018. He was at a bar, he was trying to break up a fight, and he ended up getting shot and killed. And she had nothing but positive things to say about Daniel's father. She said that, you know, she loved him, everybody loved him, he was kind, and he was a great person, seemingly sounding like a lot like how Daniel is, and that the only thing is that he just wasn't ready to be a dad. And so she says that she never said a bad word about him to Daniel, but she was okay with him not being in Daniel's life. And I'm glad that she still had like good terms and good vibes about him, because Daniel deserves to have like a good situation. He's a really good kid. All right, so the next couple that we're gonna talk about is Jihoon and Deavan. They got married and they have some beautiful wedding photos. They have like a cute Korean one, which looks nothing like the Korean wedding that they supposedly had on TV with TLC. And then they had their American style or Western style wedding photo shoot, and they look beautiful together. I mean, I still want his ass to get a job, but they look very cute together. We also hear that Deavan is expecting another baby.
Hey guys, here's another editing update. Unfortunately, Deavan had a miscarriage and she lost the baby, and I wish them all the best, and my good vibes and prayers go out to their family in this trying times, but unfortunately I'm going to stop this story right here.
So the next couple that we are going to talk about is Paul and Karine. So we all know that there were shots of Karine in Kentucky. So at some point Karine has come to the US. We're not sure if it was for what reason, if she's still here, if they're still together. I hope that they are divorced, but I did see pictures that I thought were fairly recent of Paul and Karine, like on some sort of like casual red carpet. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with them, but I really just want the best for Karine, honestly. I don't care about Paul. The last couple that we're going to talk about, and this just happened this week, girl, so juicy, is Corey and Evelyn. All right, so what happened is that Corey was in the US. I don't know what he's doing, but there are pictures of him hanging out with Annie and David. You remember Annie and David. David had no money. Batman, that Annie and David. And so they're in Phoenix, right? We know from Pillow Talk that Annie and David have a house in Phoenix or Arizona or something like that, right? So he was there and he met up with them, not sure what they were doing again. And while he was there, he ended up having like a text message conversation with Larissa. Now, how he has Larissa's information, who knows? But he ends up having a text message conversation with Larissa, letting him know that he's traveling and that he might stop in Vegas and they should like hang out. So Larissa agrees. And I guess she kind of asks about Evelyn, and he says, you know, there's a lot going on with Evelyn, and that the way production showed his father dying and Evelyn coming to the States, like it was a situation. He didn't give her much detail in the text because he said he didn't want to say it over text because they're, you know, they probably signed some kind of NDA or something or whatever, right? But he's trusting Larissa because Larissa is a cast member and understands like the perils of being a part of the 90 Day Fiancé family. So they end up meeting, and Larissa puts a couple of pictures and videos up of them on her Instagram. And I don't know if Corey does because I don't follow him, but I definitely follow Larissa. She's one of the only people that I follow her. And I might follow Darcy, I don't know. And then we have a live from Evelyn like the next day, like upset, saying that Larissa's disrespectful. How dare she post those pictures? Yeah, for sure they happen to meet by chance. She knows that they're hooking up, and that Larissa is just woman to woman being disrespectful because she shouldn't do that, because even though Corey and Evelyn are not in the same place, they're not officially broken up, but they are having some problems, and Larissa has inserted herself in their relationship. And she's also calling some concern with the fact that probably Corey is over there telling them all of their business about how terrible Evelyn is. So she's like really trying to figure out like what's going on and why Larissa's posting those pictures and baiting her. And she's coming at Larissa and saying that Larissa's being messy, and woman to woman, she shouldn't do that. And then she kind of goes in on Larissa and starts to talk about her. So Larissa comes back with a video and it's like, first of all, you're not gonna come at me like you don't know the game of this show. I'm single and we just met up as friends. Nothing happened. So I don't understand why you're upset saying that there's anything wrong with me. Obviously, Larissa was putting up the videos in order for us to be like, ooh, what's going on, right? But then Evelyn takes it to another level. So then Evelyn comes back on and is like, well, Corey told me that you could barely move your face with all the Botox and fillers that you had, and that you look like Michael Jackson and he's not into you, and that you just did that to bait the audience, and now everybody's coming at me, or everyone's coming at you. And as a woman, I wouldn't do that to another woman, especially women who are from another country and trying to get to the States. And then she says something about her not wanting to be in the States. She's happy in Ingabao. She never used Corey, and Larissa is just like a bitch and blah, blah, blah. So Larissa comes back and is like, let me tell you something. Let's talk about the truth if we're going to talk about it. First of all, you're trying to say I look like Michael Jackson. You're trying to say I'm ugly. You're trying to say I'm using people or whatever, but don't act like you don't want to come to the States, okay? Don't make it seem like I'm out here being a gold digger and that I don't love my husband. She's like, I have nothing to do with Corey. We're just friends. We just met up. It was nothing like that. In fact, I'm still in love with Colt, and I still think about Colt TT. And you're not in love with Colt, Larissa, but okay. Keep us in the drama. Keep the drama swirling. So she just makes some off-the-cuff comment about still like thinking about her marriage with Colty and still like being sad about that and not really ready to move on. Everyone's shooting at Evelyn like, Evelyn, why are you saying all this stuff about Larissa? She didn't say anything bad about you. You're the one who came out. She's like, I don't care. Women need to support women, and Larissa isn't supporting me by saying the things that she's saying. And I'm just like, here's my opinion. Evelyn should have kept that entire conversation between her and Larissa in the DMs or the text messages, period. Period. She's trying to say that she's not trying to stir up drama. She surely is. And what Larissa is doing what Larissa does best, which is taking that drama, spinning it, and making it the best for herself. And I appreciate that, because if Evelyn was serious, she would have just went to Corey and been like, what the F? What are you doing? Why are you hanging out with Larissa? Why is she posting suggestive videos? And then Corey could respond. So Corey's only response is that he has nothing but respect for Evelyn and nothing went down, and that he loves the show and he loves blah, 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 and Evelyn's a great person. He's trying to defend Evelyn while trying to like say that nothing happened between him. But the point is, who cares what happened between him and Larissa? I don't care. I like it when the casts meet up. But Evelyn's worried that Corey is running around talking shit about her. She's saying that Corey is an attention whore, and Corey just wants to be, kept up with the franchise, and he's really loving the attention. And I'm just like, girl, then if you're so like honest and earnest and don't care and don't want to come to the US and don't care about the show and you're just a real person, then stay off your Instagram live, sis. But you do care, and you do care what people think about you, and you're getting a terrible edit. So I'm not with Evelyn because she's talking about all these women need to stand together, but the first person she attacked is Larissa live? No. You're feeding into that. You're feeding into exactly what you're saying you're trying not to feed into. And I can see it. We can all see it, girl. Whoever is against the queen will die. All right, you guys, so that's all the drama I have. If you have any more drama about this season of 90 Day Fiancé the other way, please leave it down below. If you have any links, leave them down below. Like, I want to dig in. And I hear the tell-all is going to be so great for both 90 Day Fiancé and before the 90 days. I tried not to look at too much of spoilers. Starcasm has a whole 90 Day Fiancé tell-all spoiler thing. I'm not looking at it at all because I want to see it for myself. You know, I got to have a good reaction for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I want it to be authentic. All right, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Leave a message down below. Let's have a kiki and a conversation in the comments section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, or share it in your groups on Facebook. And remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Girl, Laura is a whole mess. She is a whole mess. And it's just messy because she's too old for this. Like, it's a whole mess with Aladin. Like, he doesn't, I'm just like, not, I mean, I just feel like this whole wedding, his family is involved. His family went to this wedding. She's grumpy frumpy the whole time. And then comes out that she has all this shit behind her. And like, her messy, girl. Laura is messy.